What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing 2 credit blitzes. We're going to be playing the same deck. We're going to be doing Talon versus Hammerhead. This is sponsored by Blokovic. So yeah, we're basically just going to be running the credit blitz twice. Once with Talon, once with Hammerhead. Try and get a read on which is better. I think that with only Pitbull Talon as anti-air, this deck could really struggle. So I think the Hammerhead will be better. But the Hammerhead's very expensive to switch into, whereas the Talon's quite cheap to switch into. So, I don't know, it's hard to say. We'll have to play some games and try and find out.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I guess we open dogs. With dogs and rifles, it's almost always better to open dogs in that spot. Opponent's put his harvester in the wrong spot, and he's gone War Factory. So we're not going to make a second dog because he's opened War Factory. Depending on what he makes, we'll probably make a Pitbull. Okay, he makes Pitbull. We'll definitely make Pitbull then. So what I want to do is use my dogs to tank his Pitbull. It looks like he's going straight to my default harvester spot, which obviously is not where my harvester is. So I'm going to, yeah, send in the dogs. Get a second Pitbull. And we're going to win this first Pitbull fight pretty easily. I'm just going to ignore it. If it's on my base, I don't care at all. I do need to focus down these Pitbulls, though. I'm letting these dogs die. I don't really care about them. Looks like we're just Pitbull mirroring. Okay, so I win the Pitbull mirror, I get the first missile. I'll transition into jump jets once I get to 80 Tiberium, but I'm winning the Pitbull mirror, so there's not really any need to do it right now. He's going air now, interesting. Maybe I won't go jump jet. Let's make another Pitbull for now. Mohawk. Yeah, we definitely want to go Talon against the Mohawk. So one of the issues with the Talon Pitbull anti-air, if he has like Mohawk Hammerhead or Orca Hammerhead, it can be really difficult to beat that with just Talon Jump Jet. Oh, sorry, just Talon Pitbull. Although you can pretty much beat most air with just spamming Pitbulls at it. That is like a legitimate strategy for sure. I mean, here we have this triple Pitbull stack and it just annihilates these Mohawks. I haven't really got anything to switch into, though, is the problem. Like, if I wanted to go even... If I have all this money and nothing to spend it on. Now, if I had Hammerhead, I'd be able to make Hammerheads, obviously, but... then I would be less powerful. But that would have taken longer to switch into it. Like, I probably never would have managed to save up the money to go Hammerhead whilst spamming Pitbulls. The McNeil did nothing in that game, but... It's not a great map for McNeil, either. Alright, out in the sea.
Harvester ready.
Harvester in the wrong spot again. Let's start charging the missile. So he's gone dogs, we'll just go Pitbull next.
Unit ready.
Alright, same again, we're just going to Pitbull mirror. I was trying to use dogs to tank. Looks like he wants to try and threaten the harvester. I'll get another Pitbull. Looks like he just doesn't want to fight at all. A little bit weird. Third Pitbull. I'm actually going to go jump jets now. He's just overcommitted on Pitbulls now, like so heavily. Just going to put the jump jets on the pad and fire the missile. Alright, cool. Snipers, alright.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Building online.
Guess we probably need to go Talon. I guess we could Borca here as well, although Borca is so much weaker than it used to be, I'm not sure it's worth it. It's also very expensive. I don't know if I can really afford to go Borca, and he just keeps spamming Pitbulls. I'm gonna drive out of this McNeil trap. No point hanging out in a McNeil trap.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit Unit ready. Unit lost.
Looks like this game's just going to be a Pitbull mirror the whole game.
Unit lost.
Now, you see how his Harvester moved there? He should run out of money now because his Harvester moved a bunch. And mine only had to move one tile. So he should, yeah, you see how he's gone dog instead of Pitbull? It's because he's run out of cash because his Harvester stopped harvesting for so long. So putting the Harvester in the wrong spot there has actually, you can actually see the tangible negatives of it now. When he runs out of money. Can't really do a relevant trap here. This map, it seems very bad for McNeil traps. I can't seem to find a relevant spot to put one anywhere. Alright, so basically just Pitbull mirrored the whole game. Never really made it to Borca money. Here's where I could have finally made a Borca, which would have been pretty good, honestly. It could have killed the APC at least. Alright, this map should be way better for the Borca at least. I think you can McNeil on the far side of the pads as well. So it's actually decent for McNeil. I do like putting Harvester down on this map. I think just it's the same distance, so it doesn't really cost you anything. But if your opponent does try and go after it, it'll be in the wrong place, which can help a lot. All right, let's start killing this missile trooper. First game against Barracks opening as well. Gonna start chewing up these rifles so that when I go rifle, he doesn't have a rifle to fight it. Oh, he's gone straight into... Why has he got drone swarm? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's annoying because I've got these riflemen now, but... Yeah, very weird to go into drone swarm against dogs. Like, it doesn't really... I guess it doesn't... I mean, it beats them, technically. It just takes forever to do it. Anyway, we're gonna get Pitbull, obviously.
Unit lost. Building
Probably want to go Talon here. Talon looks very good against everything he's making. That's second half. So we'll fire this missile, and then I guess we'll send a jump jet of one of the harvesters. Although it's just going to get drone swarmed, so maybe it's not worth it. If I escort it with some other units, it might be okay. Yeah, there's the drone swarm, but we've got the Pitbull here to guard it. Wolverine. Alright, you got it, Chief. Probably gonna put down a trap as the Wolverine tries to move towards the pads. And we'll get a Borca now because we haven't made one yet. Alright, so we're gonna trap these two Wolverines and then Borca them. Get him, Borca, get him! Nice. See you later, Wolverine. There is still a second Wolverine, but it's so slow. Alright, cool. Easy win. Third Wolverine. But we have the Borca on top of it, so no problem at all. Cool.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Red Leo. Alright, we're gonna get some dogs.
Harvester ready.
Could just switch straight into barracks. I want to see if he goes... No, I'm going to go second dog. I want to make him go second laser before we switch. Oh, we went rifles. Okay. Why open laser if you're going to switch into rifles, though?
Building online.
Like, you open laser and you see War Factory and you still make a rifleman. Why not just open rifleman? Like, if you're going to make it anyway. Doesn't make any sense, right?
Unit ready.
Buggy. Okay, Pitbull should be fine here. It's not going to do a great job. It takes a while to kill the buggy, but it's fine. Get another rifleman. Probably going to want a second Pitbull here. That is not a good boost, dude. That's the same price as a new bike squadron. Alright, let's get in jump jet. Once this buggy's gone, the jump jet will wreck the bikes. Gonna try and get a Borca here.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Well, it's a little unnecessary. Kind of just for funsies. Careful not to bomb my own stuff. Alright, cool.
Launched.
Did he go second half? I don't think we saw one. Looks like he did. There's a Banshee. Okay. So Banshee is actually very good against this deck. I mean, the way he's playing Banshee is not very good, but it beats Pitbull and it beats Talon 1v1, so it is going to be a difficult unit to deal with. Like, it's going to be an annoying unit. If he just puts Banshees on defense, they're going to be problematic. Look how much weaker Borca is. Like, chasing those lasers, I couldn't even kill one. I couldn't even kill the squad. I mean, Borca was pretty toxic, so I don't really mind, but yeah. Let's put down a trap. Try and double Pitbull these guys. You can see how the Banshee is actually kind of annoying, like, because my Pitbulls can't beat them 1v1. I have to use 2 Pitbulls for each Banshee. But yeah, the trap and the Banshee's just so far behind. Problem solved.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Should've gone dogs first, just wasn't paying attention.
Building online. Unit
Blokovich is saying, would it be reasonable to speed up the bombing to make the Borca better? That's actually the change I always wanted to make with Borca. I think that the problem with Borca, I think the issue that Borca always had was the area denial lasted for way too long. Like, you could make a Borca blow up all the ground units holding a pad, and you couldn't even send new ground units in to hold the pad until the Borca was done bombing, because it would just kill them too. And it lasted for like 6 or 8 seconds or something. Like, it lasted long enough that you could basically just always fire the missile whilst it was bombing. I think that if it had just bombed faster, you would have reduced this problem, which is the main reason that Borca was a problem unit. And I think that would have fixed Borca nicely. It would also could be a buff because it would kill stuff quicker. Like, it would kill whatever you're actually going over and bombing would die a lot quicker now if you had it like that. So I think that would be a great change to Borca personally. Anyway, back to the game. That guy got way too aggressive with his Chuggy. There was no need to like dive past my 2 Pitbulls. He could just hung out behind his lasers. Borca is going to be great here though. Like, we need to kill lasers that are guarded by a Chuggy. That's like one of the things that Borca is amazing at. It's one of the reasons Mutant Chuggy fell off the radar as well, is because Borca decks were popular. And Borca was insanely good versus Mutant Chuggy. Alright, so here we go. We'll get the Borca. I'm just going to bomb all of this stuff. Look how long it actually takes like quite a lot of damage just bombing a laser troop because it takes so long to kill it. It's kind of sad. Alright, run the Borca away and let it reload. And then we'll send it back in.
Unit lost.
Ooh, Banshee again.
Unit ready.
Alright, let's back up and get double Pitbull. We'll put a trap down so incoming units are slowed. Yeah, I mean, look how slow the incoming units. So this is what makes McNeil. This is like what McNeil is good at, is doing this, where it just like locks out incoming units completely. But you have to be already ahead on the pads for that to be relevant. Like, it's pretty difficult if you're behind and they're already on the pads. It doesn't really matter as much.
Bounty complete.
Yeah, that makes sense, Blokovich. That you would struggle with Stank guarding the Chuggy. Alright, so 5-0 there with the Talon.
Bounty received.
We'll do it again with the Hammerhead. The Talon was decent, honestly. It was pretty good. There are, like, some issues, like, if people really abused the lack of anti-air in the deck, you might struggle, but that never happened. So we're going to try Hammerhead now. The way it works, G-Town, is whoever controls more pads when the missile fires is the person who wins the missile. Both players charge the missile, and then whoever has more pads when it finishes charging is the person who wins the missile.
New objective available.
So you can charge the, like, you can steal the pad from your opponent right at the end and steal the missile from them. Alright, so we're up against Sparrow. Oh, look at that. Harvester in the right place. Good job, Sparrow. You get a gold star, mate. Captain Jack Sparrow receives 1 gold star from 13 laid.
Ready.
So we're going to go triple dog. I'm going to back this dog up because I want this dog to die so I can go rifles. And then I'm going to move the dog in to block. I want to kill off this rifleman so that when my rifleman arrives, there's no competition for it. Like this. He goes air. We'll go Pitbull because, you know, whatever air unit he makes, Pitbull's going to be good against it, right? Pitbull's just insane. Get the rifleman on this. Get a Pitbull over here. Actually okay with the dogs dying to the Chuggy cat ship there. I should definitely go... Oh, right, no, Talon. I was like, oh, Talon's going to be absolutely amazing now, and this is the switch to the Hammerhead. So we can't do that. That's a shame. Talon would have been real good right now. Like, real good. I'm going to trap... Oh, I can't trap beyond the pad. That's annoying. Can I block them? Yes, I can. Cool. If I could have trapped beyond the pad to slow down these lasers, I would have done that. So we're going to get the missile just... We can now afford a Hammerhead, but... I don't know if it's worth it. Like, in the spot we're in right now, it's quite expensive to make a Hammerhead, and we can just use Pitbulls to do the same job. The issue becomes these lasers, which is difficult to kill with Rifleman and Dog, whilst we are chasing cat ships around. So I think we probably want to Borca now. We have this. We have the cash, so we can definitely do it. We need to kill these flamers as well. So yeah, I think we Borca now. Alright, so again, Borca retreats while it's reloading. It's crazy how much worse the Borca is. Like, all they really changed was the amount of damage the Borca does at different distances. That's all that really got changed. But it just, like, it just doesn't do that much damage to things that aren't directly underneath it anymore. Wow, I did a lot of work there, though. Not gonna lie, that was good. That killed 2 lasers and a bike super fast. That was very impressive for that Borca there.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Alright, so dogs first. Now against Gaz C.
Harvester ready.
I don't know if I agree that the Borca being in the dumpster is an issue, Noid Hex. Like, Scarabs are also in the dumpster and no one cares about them, right? Why does Borca have to be a playable unit? Like, MSV also can be in the dumpster happily, right? Everyone's okay with that. I think people would even be happy if MSV got more nerfs. No one wants MSV to be good. Everyone just wants it to go away and die in a fire. Like, can people not feel the same way about Borca? Oh, you're not complaining it's in the dumpster? Okay, sure. We're on the same page then. Anyway, back to this game. I'm gonna win because Pitbulls beat bikes. He's going tank, so we go jump jet. I don't know what his anti-infantry is yet. I don't think we've seen anything. There's some flamers. Definitely want to try and go Borca now. That would be really good. Also, like, this deck's heavy anti-infantry unit is Borca, so... Like, you can use dogs against flames, but obviously that kind of sucks. Really, you're meant to use Borca against things like flames. So that's what we're going to do. Borca will also be nice against this Scorpion tank. I don't know if I can... Oh, nice, a Chuggy. I'm actually pretty happy to see the Chuggy. Normally I'm very unhappy to see Chuggies because they're just disgusting units, but with the Orca Bomber here, I actually have a really good answer to them. Now I am very sad about this Banshee again, because I can't afford the Hammerhead that I want. Right, now I can. Great. This deck is really expensive with the Hammerhead, but you do have the option to be a double Harvester player with both Borca and Hammerhead. Now, I don't think Borca is strong enough anymore to warrant that strategy. Like, it's the same as the Inferno spam. You go double Harvey, spam bombers, and heavy anti-air. But I don't think Borca dominates the field enough anymore for that to be a good strategy.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Up against Inferno. Go and see what he's up to. Harvester in the right spot. Good job, Inferno. Gold start. It's just an Orca if it burst fires. If you made the Borca drop all of its bombs in 2/3 of the time, it would not be an Orca. I promise you that. Like, it would still be very different to an Orca. It would still have area of effect damage. It would still fire much slower than an Orca does. I don't think it would be an Orca at all. I don't think that's a valid. Yeah, I just disagree. I disagree, copycat, with your statement. All right, so we're gonna go rifles against these missiles. Ooh, hello, a rhino. This guy is playing Liang, which also leads me to believe that there's a decent chance Orca is going to be really good. Let's get another Pitbull. I'm going to lose this fight because the Rhino support does enough damage for his Pitbull to beat mine. Alright, we're not doing well on this fight over here, so I'm just going to abandon it and move to this pad and hold it. Like, we're not winning up here, so it's better just to let him have it for now. Wait until we can build, you know, better units like jump jets or Borca, and then go and try and take the other pad. Yeah, I'm just saving for a Borca here. As soon as I get pop cap, I'm going to Borca this whole lot. Oh, look at that. He's trying to do the same thing. Isn't that funny? Oh, I'm actually going to Borca right back. I could have hammerheaded, but I'm going to just Borca back. Because I need to get on both pads. Yeah, exactly. I think going Borca back. Wow, it died to the missiles? It actually did kill them all, but it died to them. That was kind of gross. Alright, looks like we're hammerhead mirroring. He's spamming missiles, which I don't have the luxury of doing because I don't have them in my deck. I have jump jets instead. Alright, cool, so we win that missile. That was like, yeah, that kind of goes to show how much worse the Borca is, right? It would have done so much damage to those missiles, they would have just got annihilated. Pre-nerf. But it is significantly weaker now. Alright, he's going to go for my Harvester. That's fair enough. Nothing I can do about it, really. I'm pop-capped on the wrong units. I'm just going to let him have it. Let's get my Hammerhead on his Borca. We'll make our own Borca. Try and kill the stuff off. And we'll get a new Harvester. Yeah, it's pretty nuts how much worse the Borca is than it used to be. Not that that's necessarily a problem, because Borca was super dumb. I'm going to go and trigger the Borca when it has no decent targets. We're sending those guys in as sacrificial lambs to trigger the Borca. I should have gone Jump Jet here instead of Pitbull, like, for sure. In fact, I'm going to go Jump Jet now. Alright, we got his Borca. Gonna go after this one. Get him, Hammerhead, get him! So I'm really happy we have Hammerhead in this matchup. Because we're fighting Borcas, which is definitely a time you want to have Hammerheads. If we kill this Rhino, we should just win the missile. Oh, he's bringing the Harvester on. That's a nice play for sure. I'm going to try and slow it down. I don't know if he'll slow it down enough. Nope. That was a nice play by him for sure. I guess we jump jet over here. Start killing this Hammerhead. Harvester, not Hammerhead. I need to be careful not to kill my jump jets here. Alright, the jump jets are basically dead now. Let's get the Borca in. Do another Borca. And then more rifles over here. He should run out of money fairly soon. His Harvester's been idling for a while. Get the rifles on the pad. Get another Borca because we're rich. Alright, nice. We managed to successfully use Borca, Borca, Hammerhead, and McNeil to great effect in that game. So that was a pretty good one. Feels like the Hammerhead has been better so far, honestly. Like, the Talon is a lot more flexible because it comes out sooner, but the Hammerhead is just so much higher impact. It's been better, I think.
3, 2, 1. New objective.
Alright, Steve 66. Let's see where he puts his half. Wrong spot. Unlucky Steve, no gold star for you. Air tower opening. Alright, man, you don't get any stars of any kind. You get anti-stars. Yeah, okay, dude, you get nothing. You get a lump of coal. Laser drone opening versus GDI, you get a lump of coal. Now, we don't actually have Talon anymore, and we don't have missiles. So our answer to laser drones is going to have to just be Pitbull for a very long time. Which is fine, because Pitbull beats laser drone. But it is annoying, because laser drones are still very efficient for their cost. And we have to use only Pitbulls. When you 1v1, it's not great. When you stack the Pitbulls up, so there's two of them, it gets gross. That's when laser drones and bikes both get just pooped on. Like, 1v1 Pitbulls do decent versus those things, but they win by, like, a little bit. It's when you get two of them going that it becomes ridiculous, and GDI wins by a lot. Because also the GDI units can radar around, so you can stack them up. Like, I mean, look at this. I've got 3 pit bulls. I should really be charging the missile. I'm just messing. I'm just kind of playing with this guy a little bit. But I should just finish the missile. All right, so his deck can't beat Pitbull, which is okay. He can't beat Pitbull. I love it when people play decks that can't beat Pitbull. That's my absolute favorite.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so last one with the Hammerhead. I've been pretty happy with the Hammerhead so far. Honestly, I feel like the Hammerhead makes more sense. Oh, it's a Bite Crush. Again, like, this is one of the reasons to move your Harvester. Like, look at this. Look, he goes there, he doesn't see Harvester, he's confused, he goes to the pad, he's like, what's happening? His Bite Crush is, he just gives up. He's like, you know what, Bite Crush over. Whatever. Bite Crush is over, I'm gonna make a Harvester. Alright, so he managed to kill my dogs a little bit. Now, killing the dogs is fine, because the amount of money that he lost by building Harvester 3 ticks later is probably about the same as the dogs. So, we're actually not even economically behind by letting him farm our dogs. Alright, and then, as I was saying in the last game, once you get 2 pit bulls, it's just gross. And bikes get pooped on. So he's going to switch into lasers now. Nope, he's just gone double Harvester. Fair enough. And more bikes. I'll send a Jump Jet to his Harvester, because he doesn't have... I messed up my micro there. He doesn't have any anti-infantry right now, so we'll just send a Jump Jet as his Harvester. I probably should ensure that I win this missile, though. It'd be super awkward if I didn't. Okay, so we win the missile. We can probably go finish off that Harvester as well. I don't even know what to make against these Fanatics. This is an awkward spot. Like, by not having the Talon here, we are forced to fight Fanatics with rifles, dogs, and Borca. Kind of want to make the Borca here, but obviously that's way too expensive, so I have to make rifles instead. Come on, Pitbull, you can do it. One more shot. Ah, it was one more shot after that. Feels bad, man. I'll send some Jump Jets to get it. By the time I actually kill the Harvester, he's going to have an Avatar or something, so... Need to be prepared for the Borca spam, or whatever his tech unit is. Given how late we are, yeah, it had to be Avatar, right? It didn't make any sense. There was, like, no other unit that would take that long to come out. So we'll use our McNeil Trap, and then we will Borca it. And hopefully we'll win the game instead of Borcaing all our own units and losing the game, which is what's currently happening. Come on, Borca. Kill the Avatar. Okay, thank you. Alright, nice. Easy win. Easy win.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, cool. So 5-0 with both. I think I liked the Hammerhead more, honestly. Although I feel like it's difficult to play... It's difficult to play the Jump Jets if you want to play the Hammerhead, because I kind of, like, wanted missiles a lot of the time. I'm also not sure how good McNeil is. Like, McNeiling things and then Borcaing them is pretty great. Is it better than Jackson? It's hard to say. It was pretty fun to McNeil stuff and Borca them. And also, like, the way Borca plays, you tend to Borca things, and then they spam units to get back on the pads. And McNeil does counter that very well. So I do think McNeil makes a lot of sense in a Borca deck. I think if Borca was still super good, we might be seeing a lot of McNeil Borca decks because of that combo. Like, you clear out the ground forces, you put down a trap so things can't make it to the pad while the Borca's reloading, you just win. I think that might be really strong. But Borca is a lot worse than it used to be, so not sure if it's worth it anymore. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. I think the Hammerhead is the better version, and I will see you next time.